we came here to meet with our caucus in this municipality. And that meeting with our caucus, it was to deal with issues generally that the ANC, as a leader of this municipality, will need to deal with from time to time. In the process, we also needed to be able to communicate to our caucus a decision that we have taken at the leadership level of the ANC in KwaZulu-Natal. That decision is a decision that after doing an investigation, which we had announced that the ANC would be able to do following the media statements that were doing around in the public domain in April, the ANC then reached a rigid decision, and that decision is that as the ANC, we have asked our two comrades, the mayor of KwaDukuza and the deputy mayor of KwaDukuza, to be able to tender their resignations in their positions as mayor and deputy mayor respectively. That decision of the ANC has been welcomed by the two respective comrades. That decision has now been communicated to our caucus. And that decision takes into cognizance all matters that the ANC has applied itself on them as part of the investigation. And going forward, the ANC therefore will be discussing with those with whom we will be cooperating, the other parties, with regard to the process that will be followed in replacing those portfolios. And I must state, it is common cause that there's going to be no vacuum. Otherwise, the Congress remains in those positions until they've been replaced. So that is the scenario, and the ANC would like to expedite that process. So, in short, that is our message. From that day onwards, it was a decision of council, so they can't be held responsible for a decision of council. So, in the case of the mayor, we did say that for the Ntuthuko, which had the running cost, that those costs would have to be paid back. So, let me leave that one there. In the case of the decision we've taken, the ANC is a very serious organization, an organization that has committed itself to renewal and rebuilding. We have said we will act in the best interest of our people. And our decisions are informed by nothing else but the interest of our people. And anyone has a right to interpret our decision the way they deem fit. But we are very clear. We are consistent in a message that says we are putting our people first. If there are issues that are in the best interest of our people, the ANC will act in the best interest of our people. And that is our answer.
Well, I think it's important to also understand that the ANC is acting on the wrongdoing by its deployees. And should it happen that any other deployee act wrongfully, that person shall be withdrawn. Because I think we cannot hide behind the fact that maybe the previous ones might have done something wrong, but the fact of the matter that we are facing at the moment is that you yourself as the members of the media have been, and you correctly said, it has been on the media that there are, wrongful decisions were taken, and that the mayor, as you heard, that he will have to pay personally from his own pocket for the car that was hired for him. And that decision, as Ndiem is saying, it's in the best interest of the of the citizens of KwaDukuza, and because these are taxpayers' monies, and the ANC should protect the interest of its citizens.
We want to resolve this matter as expeditiously as possible. So we already have started our processes that will take us to the next phase. We want to ensure that it's done as quickly as possible. But there are certain processes that must be done which require the ANC to follow them. And we'll do that as quickly as we can. We do not want to have any delays in this process, but there are certain matters that we must handle and handle them appropriately.
Yes, okay. I know it may be a question of the authorities and administration here in KwaDukuza, but since the investigation has been done, you have an idea of how much the mayor is expected to pay. Please share that with us. How much is he going to pay there?
You know, you make me laugh, Mr. Goge. We've explained the matter. The matter has to do with the calculus, going to calculation. We know how much the total amount was that cost, total cost for the hiring of the cast for the whole period. But they are not liable for the whole period. They are only liable for a portion from the date they were sworn in to the day the council took a resolution. So as a well-learned journalist, you can do your own calculations.
Okay, no thanks. Basically, we will then request the coordinator to help us in summarizing this decision in Zulu.
Namuhla njengomkhulu be-ANC KwaZulu Natal ngihamba no-Community Deputy Coordinator udokotela Nomusa Dube-Ncube ne-Community udokotela Mahlaba Convenor wama-PTT deployees la sihamba no-Community uMahlase Fanle oyi-Head of Spokesperson no-Convenor we-RTT lapha uComrade uPhumile Zulu kanye ne-Comrade owu-Coordinator uNkosehle Mngadi kanye no-Deputy Coordinator uComrade Nomusa Khuzwayo. Sihlangane la kanye ne-caucus ye-ANC. Ebesikuzele la ngokujwayelekile i-ANC iyaya iyohlangana nalabo ebathumile ekhulumeni. Sihlanganeke nabo namuhla sizokhuluma ngey'ndaba ezithinta umasipala walapha KwaDukuza. Kodwa ikakhulukazi phakathi kokunye besedlulisa umlayezo wesinqumo sesigungu se-ANC KwaZulu Natal ekulandela ucwaningo uphenyo esilwenzile esasishilo khonokho ukuthi sizolwenza silwenzile ke saliqeda. Emveni kwaloko besizobeka umbiko ukuthi okokuqala sesithe sicela ukuthi umeya walapha KwaDukuza kanye nephini likameya bobabili ukuba bafake izincwadi zokwesula ezikhundleni zokuba umeya kanye no-deputy mayor. Lokho-ke asisho ukuthi sebakwenzile, sisitholile izincwadi zabo, kodwa ngokulandela inqubo yomthetho kuzomela ukuthi baqhubeke nomsebenzi kuze kuba khona abakhethwayo ey'khundleni zabo. Ngakho-ke sizosho leyo nto. Ngaphezu kwaloko sishilo futhi ukuthi ekubeni sesilwenzile ucwaningo sitheke umeya no-deputy mayor kuzodinga ukuba khona ingxenye yemali abazoyibuyisa eyayihambisana nokuthi baqashelwa izimoto. Lokhu-ke kuyokwenzeka kuphela kulesi sikhathi kusukela bengene ehhovisi bekhethwa njengomeya kanye no-deputy mayor kuze kube umkhandlu waKwaDukuza ukuphasisa isinqumo, uthatha isinqumo sokuthi ubahalishele khona iy'moto. Kusukela ngelanga-ke umkhandlu waphasisa ngaso isinqumo sokubahalishela iy'moto kwasengesesona isinqumo sabo kwasekuyisisinqumo somkhandlu. Okwesibili, odabeni oluthinta umeya kunendaba ephatha ukuthi kunemoto iyayifanele ukuba isebenze njengemoto eyi-backup car. Kuleyo-ke sithe imali eyasetshenziswa ngaleso sikhathi isetshenziswa kuyena umeya, yonke leyo mali ukusebenza kwaleyo moto kuyoba ziy'ndleko zakhe. Okwesithathu, eyokuthi sithi-ke sizosebenza manje sisheshise ukuthi udaba lokuvalwa kweyikhala silandele inqubo yangaphakathi embuthweni yokwenza lo msebenzi odinga siwenze. Sizofisa ukwenza ngokukhulu ukushesha-ke lo msebenzi ukuze siqinisekise ukuthi umasipala waKwaDukuza uba nozinzo uyasimama, abantu bakwazi ukuthola iy'dingo zabo